let's talk about the number one setup mistake people make in Google Ads. Seriously, this one thing is often the key difference between just getting clicks and actually getting customers. So let me ask you, are you spending money on Google Ads? Maybe seeing the clicks come in, but your phone just isn't ringing, your schedule is not filling up, and you're just kind of wondering, where is all this money actually going? Well, if that feels familiar, trust me, you are not alone. But here's the good news. This probably isn't a dozen different problems you have to solve. It usually comes down to one single fundamental mistake in your setup that's just quietly draining your budget. This mistake is the entire reason why those clicks you're paying for just aren't turning into actual paying customers. So let's break down what it is, and more importantly, how you should think about fixing it. First things first, to really get this, we have to understand how Google Ads actually works today. Because believe me, it has changed. A lot. You know, the old way of doing Google Ads was all about obsessing over keywords, but that's not the game anymore. Today, the system is this incredibly powerful machine learning engine. It doesn't just look at keywords, it looks at thousands of signals to find people who are most likely to do the exact thing you want them to do. Here's the best way to think about it. Imagine Google's AI is a really advanced GPS, but instead of navigating roads, its one and only job is to navigate the entire internet to find your next customer. And just like any GPS, it's only as good as the instructions you give it. You plug in a destination and the whole system is built to find the best, most efficient route to get you there. It's that simple. So, if the system is so powerful, where does it all go wrong? Well, that brings us right to the heart of the problem. The single biggest mistake that businesses make is telling this incredibly smart GPS the wrong destination. You're basically sending the AI on a mission to find something that you don't actually want. So what do these wrong addresses look like? Well, they're often things that seem kind of right, but they're not. We're talking about tracking a click on a submit button, which isn't the same as a completed form. Or maybe you're counting a simple visit to your thank you page as a lead. Even tracking any click on a phone number instead of a real call sends the wrong signal. All of these are just low-quality destinations. And the consequences of this are huge. I mean, it's not just about having bad data. You are actively teaching Google's AI to bring you the wrong kind of people, which leads to wasted money and a ton of bad leads. See, that machine learning is always on, it's always working. So when you tell it that a button click is your goal, guess what? It gets really good at finding people who like to click buttons, which isn't the same thing as finding people who are ready to hire you. Let's use a plumber as an example. If your goal is just a simple button click, the AI will find people searching for how to fix a leaky faucet, the DIY crowd, and it'll find people searching for an emergency plumber near me. Why? Because both of them will probably click a button. But if your goal is a booked job, the AI learns super fast to just ignore all the DIY researchers and focus all of its energy and your budget on finding those people who are ready to hire someone right now. So here's the painful result. Your entire ad budget gets optimized for the wrong thing. You end up paying top dollar to attract an audience of clickers and information seekers instead of actual paying customers. Okay, so that's the problem. How do we fix this? How do we give our Google Ads GPS the right destination so we can start bringing in the good stuff? The solution is to completely shift your focus. Instead of tracking these easy, low-value actions, you need to tell Google that your destination is a high-quality signal. That's the key. And what is a high-quality signal? It's simple, really. It's an action that leaves no doubt whatsoever that a real potential customer is trying to do business with you. It's a clear signal of their intent. So what are the right destinations to aim for? Number 1, a fully completed, actually submitted contact form. 2, a real phone call that lasts a meaningful amount of time, let's say over 60 seconds. And 3, the absolute best goal, a booked appointment right there in your calendar. These are the destinations that actually lead to revenue. So let's wrap this all up with the single most important thing you need to take away from all this. Just remember this, in Google Ads, the quality of your destination determines the quality of your journey. If you aim for vague, low-value things, you're going to get a journey full of wasted clicks and terrible leads. But if you aim for high-value actions, you'll get a direct path to profitable customers. And that brings us to the final question you've got to ask yourself. When you look at your own account, is your Google Ads GPS actually pointed at the right destination? Or is it just leading you and your budget astray? For more practical insights like this, make sure to subscribe. And if you need some help turning those ad clicks into real calls and book jobs, feel free to visit us over at Proper Marketers. Thanks for watching.